We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and today we are talking about Vice President Kamala Harris. As much trouble as Joe Biden is in, Harris seems to be in more. With an approval rating of 28%, she is the least popular vice president in modern history. To put that in context, she has a lower approval rating than Spiro Agnew, who was forced to resign. She has a lower approval rating than Dick Cheney or Dan Quayle. It's not hard to understand why she's so unpopular. As border czar, she has done nothing to stem the tide of illegal immigrants. Despite a rising number of criminals and terrorists caught trying to cross the border, it remains open. She's made one trip to Texas in her role as border czar, and that was to an immigration center in El Paso. And to put that in context, as Governor Abbott put it, El Paso is as close to the border as Philadelphia is to Atlanta. She laughs at inopportune moments and seems to have no social skills. When she was supposed to be talking to school children about space, it turned out she was talking to actors. But apparently it isn't just the American public that has a low opinion of her. CNN has reported that she isn't popular with the White House either. Quote, worn out by what they see as entrenched dysfunction and lack of focus, key West Wing aides have largely thrown up their hands at Vice President Kamala Harris and her staff, deciding there simply isn't time to deal with them right now, especially at a moment when President Joe Biden faces quickly multiplying legislative and political concerns. The exasperation runs both ways. Interviews with nearly 36 former and current Harris aides and administration officials, Democratic operatives, donors, and outside advisors who spoke extensively to CNN reveal a complex reality inside the White House. Many in the president's circle fume that she's not adequately prepared or positioned, and instead is being sidelined. The vice president herself has told several confidants she feels constrained in what she's able to do politically, and those around her remain wary of even hinting at future political ambitions, with Biden's team highly attuned to signs of disloyalty, particularly from the vice president. She seems to be, and that's the end of the quote. She seems to be oblivious to how she's perceived by the public. She, as well as President Biden, has said, polls are just a snapshot in time. They go up, they go down. But if you don't listen to what the polls are saying, there's no way for you to reverse them. But given doubts throughout the political world that Biden will actually go through with the re-election bid in 2024, she's rumored to be exploring another run for president herself. Remember that in 2020, she couldn't garner enough support to make it to the first primary, and the public thinks less of her now. Prominent Democrats have expressed doubts that if Biden does run again, she will be on the ticket. Political strategists have said Harris was chosen because she ticked off boxes in the diversity plan. As the first female vice president and an African American, she fit well into an ongoing Democratic strategy to paint their opposition as racist and white supremacists. The reality of what's going on is that Politico reported during the 2020 campaign that the head of the California Democratic Party admitted to giving her choice assignments because they were having an affair. Prior to that, the Los Angeles Times printed numerous stories detailing her social climbing. So it seems obvious that she was never qualified for this role and has used those social climbing skills to reach the rank of vice president, and she still thinks it can get her into the main seat in the Oval Office. Well, if she can't rack up some accomplishments, ticking boxes won't be enough to keep her political career going. When even the most liberal media sites are reporting her troubles, she needs to get serious and step up. She needs to listen to the American public and serve. Not focus on her political career, not do her historical social climbing. She needs to listen to what the polls are saying. She needs to listen to the American people, and she needs to fight for them, not herself. That's the raw, naked truth. This has been Eric Lopkin, and you can catch Raw Naked Truth as well as the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com/podcasts, as well as Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Audible, Amazon Music, and wherever you find podcasts. We'll see you next time.